Hello and welcome to Cabot Panther football on YouTube at Cabot High School Television. We are live at Joe B. Hatcher Stadium, Rector Field at Joe B. Hatcher Stadium to be exact, for tonight's 7A Central Conference matchup. It is week 4 of conference play around the state, and tonight it is a big matchup as the Pulaski Academy Bruins welcome our Cabot Panthers. Hello and welcome. I'm the broadcasting teacher at Cabot High School. My name is Mitch Lilly, and I'm going to be doing your play-by-play tonight. Joining me on color commentary is Junior High South girls basketball coach, but more importantly on Friday nights, he is known as Mr. Stat, Jeremy Carson. Jeremy, welcome in.
Thank you very much, and a pleasant good evening to all of you who are tuning in to our live stream tonight from the very tight confines of Joe Hatcher Stadium here in Pulaski Academy in West Little Rock. We have a very small visitor bleacher over across the way, and it is packed full of Cabot Panther fans. We hope that our live stream is packed full of Cabot Panther fans as well, with a pivotal matchup here in the 7A Central. The Pulaski Bruins come into tonight's game with a record of 2-4. They have won one game in, they are 2-1 in the conference, having wins over Little Rock Central and North Little Rock, and a defeat last week, 48-14 to Bryant. What you can expect, a lot of throwing the football around the field. Sophomore Sam Orgel, the quarterback, number 18, he leads the state in passing yards with over 2,000 so far this season. So the tall order for the Cabot defense, also a very unconventional team. Lots of onside kicks tonight, going for twos, going for it on fourth down. You're going to see classic Pulaski Academy football here, and it's a game that Cabot's hoping to get a little bit of revenge from last year.
That's right. Our Panthers coming in 1-2 in conference play. Jeremy with the chance to get back to 500 tonight with the win over the Pulaski Academy Bruins. But as Jeremy mentioned there, that's no easy task. These Bruins, very tricky, very unconventional, and from all accounts, a very young football team. Kind of like our Panthers, but I think we're a little bit more experienced in this matchup tonight. And, of course, it's also a very pivotal game as we get to the Week 8, rather. It's our 7th game of the season, but it's Week 8, and this is a very important game as far as playoff positioning goes.
Oh, absolutely. And this one's the winner of this game pretty much will end up getting home field advantage most likely in the first round of the playoffs, which is something Cabot hopes to do, not to have to travel up to Northwest Arkansas. And, expect a really high scoring contest. I talked to the coaches earlier this week, and that was one thing that they were saying, that they feel like both teams are going to light up the scoreboard tonight. Just give you some examples. Earlier this season, Pulaski Academy played North Little Rock. That score was 45-31. A couple of weeks ago against Little Rock Central, it was 63-42. And so just expect almost a basketball score number on the scoreboard as opposed to what you would see on a football, on a typical Friday night on the football field.
And there you see our captains from across the way. We'll meet them here in just a little bit. We're going to continue to talk a little bit more about this matchup. Jeremy talked about our fans and our, as you can see from this shot right here from our camera up top, on top of the press box, a good turnout from our Cabot Panther faithful tonight. You can see the red and black over there, but the bleachers, not too big. We typically like to set up do our setup across the way on the visitor side, but not a lot of space over there. So we are inside the press box tonight, but we want to certainly thank the folks at Pulaski Academy. They have been very hospitable and helping us get set up tonight and get ready for this football game. And we are inching closer.
Mitch, if you want a little bit of a reference, I played football in the 1990s at Junction City High School as a little 2A school on the border of South Arkansas and Louisiana. And our visitor bleachers held a lot more than the Pulaski Academy visitor bleachers do. So just a very, very, very intimate setting here out in West Little Rock. But a really fun environment, I think. It's going to be fun for the players. The fans are right on top of them. But this is just going to be a good matchup.
And our captains are coming across. We probably need our our up top camera to let them know that our captains are coming across, guys. So please get our cameras going if we could. Let's go while we're waiting on this to happen. Let's meet our captains if we could. Mr. Abe D. Smith's working our graphics tonight. And we're going to meet our captains for tonight. Here they go. First off, it's going to be Ben Duke. Ben Duke, one of my broadcasting students, backup linebacker for the Panthers. Then it's going to be Grant Zimmerman. Senior Grant Zimmerman, our second captain for the night. And our third captain is the H-back, Christopher Fowler. Makes a lot of plays for our offense. Chris, our third captain, and our final captain is defensive lineman Asher Laws. There's our senior captains for tonight. And I believe we have our camera ready with our captains as they're going to come out to midfield here at the 50-yard line, and we're going to toss this coin and get this football game going.
Yeah, speaking of, or talking about the Cabot defense tonight while we're waiting on the captains to walk out and the coin flip to happen, Joey Bartlett last week against Conway, he was the man among boys from his defensive tackle position and really dictated the line of scrimmage, made several disrupting plays in the backfield. We're going to have a big game from him tonight. Also, the secondary is going to be key in trying to slow down this high-octane Pulaski Academy offense. And like I said, they're a finesse team. They like to get that ball out quick, let their receivers make plays in space, and it's going to be important that the Panthers rally to the football.
Again, from left to right, Christopher Fowler, Ben Duke, and then we have Asher Laws and Grant Zimmerman coming out to meet the Pulaski Academy captains tonight.
And the captains for the Academy is going to be Pierce Phelan. He's number 62, number 64, Andrew Sedaris. And waiting on one more. And number 12, Hunter Ardwan.
All right. So we're set for the coin toss. There you see Mr. Morgan Linton down there getting some shots. Our media specialist for the Cabot Public School District. We'll check out some of Morgan's videos during halftime. But we're set for the coin toss here, Jeremy. We're going to take this in and see how this one will begin. Pulaski Academy making its way out onto the field now. You can't tell that from our camera angle, but the Bruins.
Looks like Cabot did win the toss there.
Bruins in the baby blues and jerseys and navy blue pants tonight. Our Panthers in white tops and red bottoms. Traditional road look for our Panthers. I kind of like that look. It's pretty sharp, got a little black in it as well. And here's how the coin toss worked out.
And Cabot's going to defer to the second half. That was something that the coaches talked about, is the way that this game could go. It's going to be whoever has the ball last or whoever scores last, but the Panthers are trying to set themselves up where they can possibly get a 2-for-1 at the end, or a 2-for-1 in terms of possessions, where you get the last possession of the first half and first possession of the second half. So that was a plan by the coaches to defer there. If they won the toss, they did, and so now it's all the talk has been, or everything that needs to be talked is said. It's a minute to game time, and it is time for Panther football on Friday night.
The time for talking is done, folks. It is time to get after it, and we are ready. Here come our Panthers out onto the field, heading to the sideline across from our camera, the visitor sideline. Again, tonight we're on the home side, but we got a nice setup. If you know my number, shoot me a text. Let us know how the broadcast is looking. Hopefully we have hardline internet tonight, so we're hoping to bring you a quality broadcast, a couple of cameras working tonight, our play-by-play. We have a clock on there for you guys, and we're going to try to effort some down and distance tonight. We're trying to bring you the full package of Cabot Panther football, giving you the full experience tonight. Again, I want to thank my students and, of course, Mr. Abe D. Smith, our IT technician on hand. He is awesome. He got us all set up tonight, got us locked in and ready for this football game. And the Bruins are making their way onto the field. You can't see that from our camera angle. Our camera guys are locked in on the Panthers as we get ready to hit the field and get this ball game rolling. Great night for football. I think we're going to have some rain this weekend, but skies are clear tonight. Lights are on here at Hatcher Stadium. And the Bruins, of course, it's homecoming for them tonight. We were a little delayed getting into their stadium because they had their homecoming pep rally ceremony this afternoon. So we had to kind of wait for that to all filter out and students to get home back to their parents. And we were able to lock in, get inside the stadium, and get set up for this. So we're we're focused and we're ready to roll here tonight. We hope our football team is as well. We're going to have Dean Heyer, I believe. There's that Blaylock. I can't see.
That's Dean Heyer kicking off, and back deep to receive for the Pulaski Academy Bruins, number 6, Javion Walker, and number 9, Bryce Gittens.
All right. So it's Gittens and Walker back deep, as Jeremy said. Dean Heyer to boot it away for us. Panthers spread it out across the field, set for the kickoff. Week 8 of high school football. It's, of course, the 7th game of the season, but it's week 8 tonight as we hit the back stretch, the home stretch here of the 2025 campaign. The kick by Heyer over to the left side, outside of the 10. Return man's got some room here across the 20, the 25, the 30, and wrestled out of bounds just shy of about the 35 here. And that's where the Bruins are going to take over. They're going to put the ball exactly on the 35, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for Pulaski Academy. 11:50, we're just underway here at Joe B. Hatcher Stadium. Rector Field, they say, at Joe B. Hatcher Stadium. Again, Bruins coming out in their baby blue tops, those gold helmets, 3 receivers to the left, to the right rather. It's a running play, picking up a few yards out near the 40. And that is Javion Walker. He was on the kickoff team. He's also their starting running back. And our quarterback is Aaron Orgel, sophomore quarterback. Orgel looking to pass, just out of the reach of his receiver. That was number 9, Bryce Gittens. Let me try that again. Bryce Gittens. There we go. Pass incomplete. Going to bring up 3rd down and 6 for the Bruins. 11:27. Ball marked at the 39-yard line. 3 receivers out to the right. This is going to be the quarterback, Orgel, on the keeper. Not a lot doing there.
No, doesn't get anything there. Number 94, Asher Laws, was in on the stop, and that brings up the first 4th down. Pulaski Academy gonna go for it as always. They don't punt.
Motion across the formation. 4th and 5, ball on the 40. Orgel completes.
And he's gonna be short and stopped.
Great team tackling over there on the our sideline by the Panthers. Great effort. And the Panthers are going to take over here in some pretty good field position, Jeremy. No flags on that play. Clean football. And a great opportunity for our Panthers here on their first series on offense. Of course, no punt from Pulaski Academy. We've mentioned the Bruins, a little unconventional in some of their kicking philosophies. And here we go with our offense. It's Maddox McCrory, as always, our senior quarterback. To his left is Cooper Powell. He's got a receiver, Aeneas Arnold, to the top. That's Bentley Harrell in motion. Here's Maddox, straight drop along the hashes, throwing out to Aeneas Arnold, incomplete. Arnold was near the 1st down marker, but he couldn't haul in the football. Going to bring up 2nd down here for the Panthers.
That pass was actually intended for Bentley Harrell there. Aeneas Arnold ran a fly, and then Harrell came underneath. And McCrory tried to get a back shoulder throw there, just was not able to connect. 2nd and 10.
Thanks for the correction, Jeremy. Here's Cooper Powell, straight up the middle. I expect Cooper Powell's going to see a lot of action tonight for our Panthers. He's a pound for pound, one of the toughest guys around, I like to say. He's not afraid of the contact, not afraid of touching the football. And a nice run right there. Picking up just a few, but positive yards, we'll take them.
Yeah, that's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 here, gain of 2. Cabot's going to go 4 wide here. Cooper Powell in the backfield.
Here's Maddox, straight drop along the hashes. Looking over the middle, he has a receiver. That is Aeneas Arnold. Aeneas Arnold's first grab of the night, and that's going to move the chains. 1st down for the Panthers. 10-12 here in our first quarter play. Scoreless ball game. Pulaski Academy turning the ball over on downs on their first possession. They, of course, received the opening kickoff. This is our Panthers' first possession. Ball marked on the 28-yard line. 1st and 10, under 10 minutes to go. Here's Maddox handing off to Cooper Powell. Powell straight up the gut. Some nice running room right there. Down around the 15 or so. See exactly where they spotted at.
J. Ricks Abernathy on the stop. The Bruins came up with the blitz, and they blitzed off the edge, but that play went back inside, and plenty of running room there for Powell. Pickup of 9. It's going to bring up a second and short.
All right, so here's Maddox. That's Christopher Fowler with a little motion there. Ball goes to Cooper Powell. Keeps his legs churning. Maybe fights for a few. Going to say the ball's on the 17 here. Chains moving. Enough for the first down right there. Offense looking pretty good here. So far, so good on this opening drive for the Cabot Panthers. Here's Maddox. Cooper Powell standing beside him. Fowler. Little motion to the left. Maddox looking right, and he is brought down at the 35-yard line. A sack by the Bruins. Waiting for that young man to turn around so we can see his number. Hard to see because he's got his jersey tucked up underneath his pads.
That was Drew Berkshire coming off the left edge. And that is that's a loss of 17 on that play. And the Panthers are in trouble. 2nd and 27 now from the 34-yard line.
Ball goes all the way from the 17 back to the 34-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd and 17. Here's Powell going around in motion behind Maddox. Maddox swinging it out, and I believe that, again, is Aeneas Arnold. Nice grab. Sorry, I believe our crowd mic might be a little loud. I apologize. I'll turn that down. Get some text saying it's just a bit too loud. Thank you for letting me know.
That was another loss on the play, a loss of 1 there. Again, a free blitzer coming on, but Abernathy came up from his safety spot and wrapped up Aeneas Arnold. That was a one-on-one tackle. We win that one. He's got a lot of green in front of him, but we did not win at that time.
There's Harrell in motion. Here's Maddox. Again along the hashes with the drop. Looking to the right. He has Cannon Moore, but he overshoots Cannon Moore. Number 11, Cannon Moore, streaking down the sideline, but the pass out of his reach. And that's going to bring up 4th down for our Cabot Panthers.
Yeah, this is going to be a punting situation here just to try to pin Pulaski Academy deep. 4th and 28. Your chances of getting anything there are very slim to none. So a good opportunity here for Lucas Blaylock to pin the Bruins if he can get this one towards the corner. I expect him to be punting towards our cheerleaders over there.
And here's Blaylock's kick. It is deep.
And it is a touchback.
And it is a touchback. Good call there, Jeremy. All right, so nothing doing for both of these teams on their opening series of the game. Pulaski Academy will come out for its 2nd series. We are scoreless. 7:37 left here in our first quarter of play from Joe B. Hatcher Stadium along Rodney Parham Road here in Little Rock, the home of the Pulaski Academy Bruins, welcoming our Cabot Panthers in week 4 of 7A Central Conference football. Pivotal game tonight. Panthers can get back to 500 with a win. Here's Orgel back in the gun. Couple receivers to each side, twins to each side. And there's a handoff up the middle. Group of Panthers converging on the tackle right there, the stop, clogging up the hole. Is that Javion Walker again? Is he number 6, the running back?
Yeah, that's Javion Walker.
Javion Walker for the Bruins on the carry right there. But he was met by a host of Panthers.
Pick up a 5 on that play.
All right, so out of the gun again. Swinging it out to the left. I believe that's Giddings. We'll see if that was. Pass is complete. Bruins.
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard to see or make out their numbers from this angle, but that was number 9 Bryce Giddings on the catch. Pick up a 4.
All right, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 1. Ball on the 29 for the Panthers. Here's Orgel. Going to hand off to.
That's number 6.
Javion Walker. It is. Jeremy's right. The Bruins in their baby blue jerseys, as I mentioned, but they have navy blue numbers. And from up here in our position in the box, it's just a little tough to see. Our Panthers numbers are pretty bright, but a little tough to see. So here's Orgel. Kind of a bunch set here for the Bruins. Orgel out of the gun. Taking the snap. Throwing it out to the right. Pass is complete. Shy of the 40-yard line. Bruins have yet to get into Panther territory. Panthers, after the Bruins' first drive, had great field position, but that drive stalled. And Lucas Blaylock with the punt, which was a touchback in the end zone. And this is where the Bruins are at now, second drive of the night. Here's Orgel.
It's a handoff to number 6, goes far side.
Again, that's Walker going out to the right. Shoved out of bounds.
Those Bronson Alejandro came up to push him out of bounds. That was a gain of about 4 on the play up to the 42-yard line. Brings up a third and 2 right there. This Pulaski Academy Bruin offense, a lot of their passes are just extensions of their run game out to the outside, just trying to get their guys in space.
Here's Orgel with a bunch of receivers to the left, and he's looking over here. Pass is complete. That is Gittens. And he's not going to have much room to run after he makes the grab. He's shoved back. We'll see whether the officials spot this.
It's going to be a first down. They're going to spot it up around the 46-yard line. So far, just about 4 yards per play for the Bruins. Everything's about 4 yards, 4 yards, 4 yards. Bryce Giddens just found a soft spot in the zone over here. Sat about 4 yards just beyond the sticks. Made the catch, got the first down.
Orgel on the left hash. Flip to number 8. That is William Savoda. Savoda cuts it back up the middle, tackled. Savoda started the year out as the starting quarterback, but due to injuries, that opened the door for Aaron Orgel, and Orgel has been the quarterback since Savoda's injury. He returns tonight, and he's at wide receiver. Very athletic and talented young man, making a play right there. Going to bring up 2nd and 7, ball on the 49. Motion out to the right. Here's Orgel. He has plenty of time, and he's got a man wide open. That was number 7, Mason Greathouse, but the pass is overthrown, incomplete.
Big break for the Panthers there as Greathouse was wide open. He came up from his tight end spot just on a skinny post. The safeties were split there, and he had open grass ahead of him, just was missed on the pass.
All right, so here we are. 3rd and 7, ball on the 49. Orgel rolling out to his right. Pass is complete. And I believe that's going to be another first down.
Number 8, he called it, but he went back beyond the line of scrimmage. They are going to give him the yardage for the first down. I think that was not a very good spot there. As he went out of bounds around the 45-yard line, they give him the 44, and that is going to be a first down.
Orgel has trips to his left here. One lone receiver out to his right. The handoff is going to go to, I don't believe that's Walker. I believe we have a new running back in the game. A little smaller build. Young man runs it up the middle for the Bruins. We'll try to see if we can catch his number.
That's number 27, Rashawn Mitchell.
So we've seen a heavy dose of Javion Walker, and now we're seeing Rashawn Mitchell running the football. Just as I say that, Javion Walker back into the game. Orgel's going to set up here out of the gun with Walker to his left. He's got twins to either side. Walker with a little motion, settles into the slot. Here's the pass. Pass is complete. Across the 30. About the 26-yard line, we'll say. We'll see where they officially spot it. That's number 3 with the grab for the Bruins. That is that 3? I don't see a 3 on their roster. Do you?
Number 3 is Chase Hancock.
Okay. All right, Chase Hancock with the grab there. Bruins looking to the sideline here, waiting for the play to be relayed in. A lot of motion going on here, a lot of shifting, I guess I should say. Here's Orgel. Starts out looking left, looking back right. Tried to swing it out to Walker, but in and out of his hands.
Yeah, the Panthers came with the blitz on that one. The Bruins had set up a screen to Javion Walker, but the height of the defensive lineman made that a really difficult angle for the quarterback, Sam Orgel, and that brings up a 2nd and 10.
All right, so here's Orgel. Looked like he was going to snap the football, but glances back to the sideline, just making sure he has the right play that Coach wants to run here. Coach Anthony Lucas, former Razorback, is the coach of Pulaski Academy. Luke, as we know him, pass is thrown near the yardage needed to gain, rather, but incomplete.
Yeah, that pass was broken up by David Liddell, number 13. He was trailing the receiver, but he got that big right paw in there, knocked the ball away for an incompletion. And a big play there for the Cabot Panther defense brings up a 3rd and 10 from the 26.
All right, Panther defense trying to hold here. Orgel on the left hash. Plenty of time. Some pretty good protection from his offensive line.
And we're going to have a flag on this play. Looks like that might have been a hold. That's in the area of a hold. It should erase this gain.
Pass was completed to Max Conine, but as Jeremy said, laundry on the field. And it's going to be against Pulaski Academy.
We will take that, and brings up a 3rd and 20. And that backs up Pulaski Academy all the way to the 36-yard line. The direction they're going, they do not kick that direction. There is no net behind the goalpost, and the building there does not stop the balls. Those balls go into somebody else's yard. So Pulaski Academy, they will always go for 2 over there, and they will always and they will not kick field goals. They will go for it on 4th down.
Orgel, he's got trips to his right and twins to his left in an empty backfield. 3-step drop, and he's throwing it over the middle. Pass is complete. Just shy of the 20-yard line there. See where they spotted at.
That's at the 23-yard line, a gain of 13. That's going to bring up a 4th and 7. Hunter Ardwan on the catch. Made a diving stop. That ball, it looked like it may have touched the turf, but the officials give them the completion. But this brings up a 4th and 7. Big play here for the Cabot Panthers early on.
All right, let's see if the defense can get off the field here. A lot of shifting again by the Bruins. Trying to get our defense confused here. Blitz coming from the left side of the Panther defense. Here's Orgel throwing, nearly intercepted. Carlos Lozano over there on the spot. That's my man from 6th period. Broadcasting, Carlos Lozano. Great job by the junior over there. Wish he would have grabbed it, but it doesn't matter. It's a turnover on downs, and our Panthers will get the football back here. Pulaski Academy, with their no-kicking philosophy, will take a lot of gambles, but the Panthers still are going to have about 80-so yards to go here. Ball's going to be spotted on the 23, and that's where the Panthers will take over from their own 23. 1st and 10. We have 2 minutes, 1 second left in our first quarter of play. Been a kind of fast-paced first quarter here, Jeremy.
Yeah, it has been, but the big news here is Pulaski Academy has 0 on the scoreboard right now.
Christopher Fowler went in motion on that play, and we swing it out to Aeneas Arnold. He does make the catch, but we actually lost some yardage there.
Again, Abernathy with the stop. Abernathy's coming up from that safety position, read that screen perfectly, busted the play, but if the Panthers can get him to bite, you just have to think that Coach Reeds is setting him up for a fake screen and a big play down the field.
All right, so here's Maddox. Acts like he was going to shovel pass it, but he keeps it. Heads north. Picks up a few yards there. Under a minute and a half here till we head to the second quarter. Scoreless from Joe B. Hatcher Stadium. Again, thank you for joining us on YouTube tonight at Cabot High School Television. Mitch Lilly, the broadcasting teacher at Cabot High School, doing the play-by-play, joined by Jeremy Carson on color. Jeremy, of course, the Junior High South girls basketball coach and the team statistician on Friday nights, and we appreciate him joining us and giving us his perspective on the action. Here's Maddox McCrory out of the empty set on the left hash, looking deep.
He's got a guy. Yes.
Yes, sir. That is Bentley Harrell, and Bentley Harrell is going to cruise into the end zone. And our Cabot Panthers strike first here tonight with 43 seconds left in the first quarter. That is Maddox McCrory to Bentley Harrell. Nice throw, even better catch. Harrell wide open, motoring into the paint. How about that one, Jeremy?
Yeah, 75 yards on that touchdown. Harold just got behind the safety. The safety could not catch him, and the Panthers are on the board. They've got that 7-0 lead. The defense so far so good in this first quarter, coming up with 2 big stops, and now the offense cashes one in, and you got to like how this game is starting out for Cabot.
All right, Dean Heyer on to add the extra point. Jeremy said it was 7-0. Well, it is now. There we go. We think Dean Heyer's automatic, right?
Mr. Automatic. Yeah, he's what is that, Matt Automatica?
Yeah.
Back from the NFL days.
Dean Heyer's extra point sets us at 7-0. Cabot with the lead here.
We'll give you a drive recap there. That one was a quick one. 3 plays, 77 yards, minute 18 off the clock. 75 of that was the pass completion from Maddox McCrory to Bentley Harrell. That is McCrory's 13th touchdown pass on the season.
All right, and there you see our kickoff team. Looks like Lucas Blaylock. It looks like Lucas Blaylock is going to come on to kick here. We've seen our fair share of Dean Heyer this year, but Lucas has also split some of the kickoff duties. What some of the players have told me is that Dean has the more accurate leg, and Lucas has the big booming leg. And, of course, we see that from Lucas when he punts. And he's going to boot away this kick as Pulaski Academy trails our Cabot Panthers 7-0 here early. Off to a pretty good start, Jeremy.
Yeah, we did see Blaylock attempt an onside kick at Conway last week. Be really interesting to see what their plan is here with him. We do know that is in the arsenal.
Yes, indeed. And here is Lucas Blaylock. Booming high kick. Return man takes a few steps in the end zone, going to be ruled as a touchback. And the Bruins are going to take over on the 20-yard line with 42 seconds left here in our first quarter of play. Both teams still with 3 timeouts. Looks like we've got everything going with our clock tonight, right?
The one thing that the offense did not do is keep the ball very long. The defense was on the field for probably 8 minutes on that last drive. Came up with the big stop as Pulaski Academy's just been going about 3 to 4 yards per play down the field. That defense, watch out for fatigue with the way that Pulaski Academy plays. It's going to be really important they get off the field early in this series.
Bruins known for a fast-paced tempo offense, and they haven't really shown that yet, but I know that this season, speaking to Tristan Harlan is a former Cabot. He's a Cabot graduate, and he's a former broadcasting student. He used to do some play-by-play for the football games and basketball games, and he is now the voice of the Pulaski Academy Bruins. He gave me a phone call this week, and we exchanged notes on the team, and he told me that they've done a lot of tempo, fast-paced tempo this season the Bruins have, but they were looking to maybe slow it down tonight. A little intel from Tristan Harlan. Thank you for that, but that's a run right up the middle by Walker, picking up some nice yardage there to move the chains. Bruins just seem to keep stalling on 4th down, Jeremy. They let it get to 4th down and just can't seem to stay on the field. Our defense doing a good job to keep the pressure on.
Well, that time the Panthers were flagged for offside, set up a 1st and 5, and Pulaski Academy just goes right up the middle there.
Here's Orjo out of an empty set. He's going to swing it out to the right. Pass is complete near the 40. Thank you for everybody getting some compliments.
Bronson Alejandro read that perfectly. He came up from his safety spot and kept that at about a 4-yard gain up to the 41-yard line. And that's going to take us here to the end of the first quarter. As this quarter, I expected it to be a long one, but it has flown by. And it is 7-0 Cabot Panthers as we shift sides of the field.
That's right. Again, I started to mention a few minutes ago, getting a lot of text and compliments. Everybody saying the broadcast looks good. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. We know that Pulaski Academy's facilities, while they're very nice, kind of a tight setting as far as visiting fans. So we know a lot of you might have decided to tune in tonight, and certainly we appreciate you joining us on the broadcast. Again, I'm the broadcasting teacher at Cabot High School doing your play-by-play tonight, Mitch Lilly, and joined by Jeremy Carson, Junior High South girls basketball coach and team statistician. I get a couple of people, they'll text me and they'll go, "Your student sounds pretty good." And I go, "No, that's Jeremy Carson. He's the team statistician."
44-year-old student over here. I'll give you some team stats really fast.
Yeah.
Pulaski Academy picked up 5 first downs in the first quarter. Cabot only picked up 3. Pulaski Academy ran 21 plays for 91 yards. It's an average of 4.3. Cabot ran 11 plays for 85 yards. That's an average of 7 per play. 85 of those all came on the passing, with 75 on the completion from McCrory to Harrell for 7, and that is the scoring difference right now, as the Bruins have it at 2nd and 6 from their own 41-yard line.
Flipping the field here as we start the second quarter. There's a little motion from the Bruins. Handoff. We go to Walker. Walker tries to go right side. Undercut there by Carlos Lozano. Pretty sure tackle. Lozano over here on this side with David Liddell. Harrison Fry, number 9, also in the area. He and Carlos on the left side at safety and cornerback respectively. And then we have Bronson Elizondo and Jalen Hart over on the other side at corner and safety.
Number 41, Joseph Rommel, did a great job of stringing that play out where Lozano could come up from his cornerback position to make the stop, held Pulaski Academy to just 1 yard.
All right, so here's Orgel out of the empty set. He's got receivers everywhere across the formation. He's looking deep and over the middle. He has number 7, who had a little room, but the pass is overthrown. That was Mason Greathouse, the intended receiver. Orgel keeps looking deep, but he's overthrown a few passes tonight.
Yeah, he hasn't shown the accuracy that you would expect, but he is just a sophomore. He's got a nice little arm. He's real relaxed in his throwing motion, but this comes up a 4th and 5. Real relaxed in his throwing motion. His ball has plenty of zip, but, man, he just overthrew his receiver just a little bit there.
All right, so it's Pulaski Academy again out of the empty set. That's Orgel throwing out to number 11. Wynn Wilson with the grab.
Lozano again with the stop. That is a 7-yard gain up to the 49-yard line, and that is a first down for Pulaski Academy with 11:01 to go.
All right, new set of downs for the Bruins. Walker again standing to the left of Orgel. Orgel gonna hand it off to Walker. He meets some opposition, but stays, kind of dances around our defenders there and works his way to the sideline. Shoved out of bounds.
Yeah, Harrison Fry. Hey, I'm sorry, not Harrison Fry.
Was it Rammel?
Nope, Harrison Fry. Yeah, he did. And number 17, Carlos Lozano, combined for the stop there. It was a gain of, guess what, 4.
Yeah. Well, at least the Bruins are consistent tonight.
But that's what Pulaski Academy wants to do. They want to get 4-yard. They just want to dink and dive down the field and then take a big one. And there we go, number 9.
That was a big one, intended for Bryce Gittens, but pass is incomplete.
And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. But you can see the Bruins, they attack the outside. They attack the edges of the defense with the pass and the run. Basically use those little plays as extensions of their running game. And then when they get the safeties out wide, then they can attack up the middle of the field. They've done that 4 times, but are 0 for 4 on those passes, on those post plays.
Here's Orgel swinging it out to Walker. Walker pushed out of bounds, short of the line needed to gain to get the first down.
That was Jalen Hart on the stop, a gain of 5 up to the 42-yard line, but that's going to leave a 4th and 1. So lots of different options here for Pulaski Academy for their playbook. But I'll look for something. I'll look for something from the running back here just to try to get the sure when they haven't been as accurate on the pass, either from the running back or something to the wide side of the field.
Tight bunch set here by the Bruins and a lot of motion. Probably trying to confuse the Panthers a little bit, but they just hand it off to Walker. And he's going to get what he needs to pick up the first down there. Ball near the 40. And the Bruins are in Cabot Panther territory now.
The Panthers had a chance there in the backfield, but just were unable to get the stop. As Javion Walker just falls forward. A new set of downs for the Bruins.
Walker in motion out to the right. Here's Orgel looking over the middle. The pass is caught, complete. Number 7 still on his feet, tackled inside the 5-yard line. That is Mason Greathouse with the grab for the Bruins. And just like that, PA is in striking distance down inside the red zone. I think they're going to spot it maybe on the 3-yard line here. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 3 for the Bruins. Bruins trying to quickly get back in this game. Quickly trying to get in this game. Here's the play. And it's going to be, was that Orgel going to the right there? Did he keep it?
No, it was number 8.
Savoda. And they're going to say the Bruins got in for the score. Now they're going to try to add the extra point here.
from our vantage point, we could not see if he got in just from, we're on the opposite end of the press box, and it's real tight down here. Didn't have a great view of it, but Academy's going to go for 2.
All right, so Pulaski Academy continuing their non-traditional ways. They're going to go for 2. Well, I guess going for 2 is still traditional, right? They just opt not to kick here. It's probably a better way for me to say it. Snap's going to go to number 3, and he completes the pass in the back of the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is good. Who again did you say number 3 was? I don't have him on my roster.
That's Chase Hancock, and he threw it to number 7, Mason Greathouse.
Okay.
And now we're going to see Pulaski Academy kick off for the first time. So we're going to see what they're trying to do here in terms of getting an extra possessions. Really important. I talked to the coaches this week. They worked on their hands team all week. They know they're going to see the onside kick. We expect to see that right here as they've got 6 Bruins lined up to the right of number 51.
Number 51 is Landon O'Donnell. He's an offensive lineman and a kicker. How about that? Quite a combination. It's kind of old school, right?
And O'Donnell is going to lay the ball on the ground. He's going to kick the side of it, and he's going to put side spin on it and just really put a lot of pressure on the Cabot Panther hands team.
Let's see how this hands team does here. Nobody deep for the Panthers. There is not a player deep. We have our hands team out there. That bounces off Aiden Tatum. It's still in bounds, and maybe the Bruins got it. We'll see what the officials say. It's close to the sideline.
He's going to say it was out of bounds. He's got the flag.
Pulaski Academy head coach Anthony Lucas talking to the officials about it. Some debate, but the officials are going to say.
So Aiden Tatum did not field that cleanly. The ball went off of him, traveled back into Pulaski Academy territory, and the Bruins got to it, but they were out of bounds when they did.
Yeah.
Did not recover in bounds. Should be Cabot football.
Officials talking it over here. As you can see, our offense over there with Coach Reed. And the PA fans, as you might hear from our crowd mic, none too happy about the call, but I believe it was the right call, Jeremy, and here comes our offense back out.
I hope my program will allow a negative yardage play on that. Yeah. And I have to undo that one. Hold on. This is where
here's Aeneas Arnold on the end around. Maddox McCrory handing off to Arnold. Arnold's got some running room. Out across the 30, maybe down to the 25 or so. They'll say about the 26. We'll see where they officially spot it. 8 minutes, 10 seconds left here in our second quarter, and we are in a tight football game. Pulaski Academy up 8-7 right now on our Panthers. Both teams finding the end zone early here. Here's Cooper Powell. Powell up the hashes. Shy of the first down, but a nice run by Cooper Powell. And here we go, in a hurry. Maddox McCrory with Powell standing to his right. He swings it out to Bentley Harrell, who caught the touchdown earlier. Harrell inside the 20 and wrestled down. About on the 19 or so. We'll see where they spot it. 18, they say. 7.5 minutes here from Joe B. Hatcher Stadium, week 4, 7A Central Conference play. Our Cabot Panthers in a dogfight here, 8-7. Bruins on top, but Panthers marching. Here's Cooper Powell. Met pretty quick by a couple of Bruins, but he powers through. Actually, on that last play, they did spot it on the 19. They now have it at the 17, so Powell picking up a couple of yards there. Okay, so here we go. From the left hash, here's Maddox. Looking to Powell. Powell with the grab. Down inside the 10, around the 10. It's going to inch closer to another first down. Very close. Going to bring up third down here. I think the clock says 1st and 9.
Yeah, it's actually 3rd and 1.
That's what I thought.
The clock is incorrect.
All right, so now they have it right. It's 3rd and 1 from the 9.
We got a Wildcat formation, or the Wild Panther formation. Cooper Powell in the backfield.
Here's Powell. He's going to keep, obviously, off the direct snap.
And he's stuffed.
Yeah, a couple of Bruins getting in the backfield there, clogging up any running lane that Powell might have had. And that is going to make things a little interesting here, Jeremy.
Yeah, I still think you go for it right here at 4th and 3.
4th and 3, ball on the 12.
This game is not going to be won with field goals. You're going to have to score touchdowns. You got a great opportunity here. I expect to see a timeout as there's a little bit of confusion in the personnel package.
Guess what? The offense still on the field here. Maddox clapping for the snap. No snap. He looks to the sideline, and it looks like Jeremy is correct. It's going to be a timeout right here. Panthers heading to the far sideline, and the Bruins headed this way towards the press box and our sideline. Going to talk things over. It's going to be Cabot's first timeout of the first half. Cabot with 2 remaining, and the Bruins have yet to call a timeout.
Yeah, the Cabot Panthers just have to get down to the 9-yard line. They were close. On that last play, they went with that Wildcat formation, but Bryce Mitchell, the number 99, B.J. Mitchell, he's a freshman defensive lineman. He blew that play completely up. He was in the backfield and just attacked the gap where Cooper Powell was looking to go into. Powell was unable to find any room, tried to jump over him, and a host of Bruins are coming up and run support. So look for something off on the edge here for the Panthers to see if they can't get this first down and end up with a touchdown. Harrell in motion. Panthers working from the left hash. It's Maddox backpedaling. Pass is complete. Caught. What a great play call by Coach Reed.
Inside the 5 there. That's number 26. Caden Harmon.
That looked
senior tight end.
That looked like a play that you see somebody on the PlayStation do. All the way down to the 2-yard line. Maddox McCrory, you retreated probably 25 yards on that play and ended up finding number 26.
All right, so here we go. Handoff goes to Powell. He's met immediately. Not much doing on that play. Ball marked on the 4-yard line here. It was on that last play. It's going to be moved back to the 6. Loss of a couple of yards there. Going to bring up 2nd and 6 from the 6. And we got Maddox to the right of the left hash, looking to pass over the middle.
Touchdown.
And I believe that is Aeneas Arnold on the grab. He's in the back of the end zone, and the officials signal touchdown. Great throw and catch. Maddox dialing up some passes tonight, connecting with some receivers and getting us in the paint a couple of times already. Right now that makes it 13-8, and we're going to await the extra point here from Dean Heyer. Panthers right back in this football game. Of course, they took the early 7-0 lead. PA answered and then converted a 2-point conversion to take the 8-7 lead. And that play right there to that throw and catch from Maddox McCrory to Aeneas Arnold made it 13-8. And we've got a penalty here. It's against the Panthers. We're going to move back and re-kick this. So we're still knotted at 13-8 here.
Well, and the way that this is set up, just about every time Cabot kicks it to that side, that ball gets lost. We've already lost one tonight, and we're going to re-kick here.
All right, so Dean Heyer once again on the try. Kick is up, right down the middle, bounces off the Strength and Conditioning Center down there in the end zone, the Pulaski Academy Strength and Conditioning Center. It's the Judy R. Buck Strength and Conditioning Center. Football bounces off of it, and that sets us at 14-8 with 4:40 left here in our first half of play, second quarter, from Joe B. Hatcher Stadium off Rodney Parham Road on the campus of Pulaski Academy. Our Panthers looking pretty sharp thus far, Jeremy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jeremy's trying
and I've got problems with the stats.
He was gonna give us a scoring drive. I was waiting on it, but I'll fill the void here while you get it set up. Looks like Dean Heyer back on the kick. Lucas Blaylock, of course, kicked off our last kickoff. Dean Heyer gonna kick from the right hash. Again, Dean Heyer is considered to have the more accurate kickoff, more accurate leg. Lucas Blaylock also kicks off. He's known as the more of the booming kicker with a stronger leg. But I tell you what, Dean Heyer is pretty accurate. He can place the ball where he needs to, and we'll see where he elects to kick it here. A couple of Bruins back to return. One thing we know, we might try an onside kick every once in a while, but not right here. We're going to boot it deep. Kick over to the left side. And that's going to be Walker, I believe. Walker, maybe Giddings. Can't see the number just yet.
Yeah, that was Giddings.
Giddings, number 9. Taking the return and running right with it over towards the Pulaski Academy sideline.
Joseph Rommel did a great job on the stop there. And the Bruins are going to take over at the 27-yard line. Just a gain of 18 on that. 4 minutes and 33 seconds to go here in the first half. The Panthers, if they can get a stop and get the ball back without giving up a score here, have an opportunity to go for 2-for-1, which would be highly advantageous in this game.
Empty set for the Bruins as they start on the 27. Start this drive on the 27. First play is an incomplete pass, bounced off the turf, intended for Walker. Orgil's pass falls to the turf, and that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10, again from the 27-yard line.
Yeah, that was a screen pass that they were trying to set up out on the perimeter, and the ball was just thrown just a little bit behind Walker, and Orgil hasn't shown as much accuracy. Even on his long ball, the receiver had to stop, come back to it. He just had a lot of space at that point.
Here we go. Pulaski Academy back at it. That's Walker. Some hard running, as they say, met by a host of Panthers. That's what the PA announcer just said. About the same time I said it, Bryce Moore kind of leading the charge there, number 33 for the Panthers.
Yeah, gain of 6 on the play. It brings up a 3rd and 4, and Pulaski Academy back on schedule. That's really important to keep the Bruins off schedule, especially when they have incompletions.
All right, so here's Orgil with Walker to his left. Handoff goes to Walker. Seen a heavy dose of Walker already. He runs into another group of Panthers. Jalen Hart was there to grab him first. David Liddell also in the mix. Just a number of Panthers running to the football right there. You got to love that effort.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, the right side of that offensive line did a good job of opening up a small gap. But one thing that the Panthers aren't allowing is the running backs get up to full speed and create separation, and that's allowing the defensive backs to rally to the football. And, you just got to stay in front of this Bruins offense. If you can stay in front, good things can happen. You can get stops, as the Panthers have demonstrated so far in this first half.
Panthers defensively with a 3-man front, 3 down linemen. Here's Orgil, along the hash.
He's going to be sacked.
Bottled up. Nice gang tackling there. Leading the way was Joey Bartlett. Imagine that, man. He's been coming on the last few weeks. He led the charge right there.
That was Bartlett and Grant Zimmerman. And really funny, Orgil looked like he was going to lateral that thing to an offensive lineman. Just wasn't able to get it out of his hands, but he goes down for the sack. Big play for the Panthers.
Here's Orgil looking deep. He has a man, but it is underthrown, and we do have some laundry on the field. We also have a Panther down on the field. That's Bartlett, but he gets up. He seems to be okay. We'll see what the penalty is.
That's going to be defensive pass interference. Orgil underthrew that ball. Jalen Hart never did turn back to look at it. If he had turned back, he might have had a pick there. But instead, it's a defensive pass interference. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty and a 1st down.
Okay. So, 2:38 left before we take the break and go to halftime. Has been pretty fast first half. I'll tell you what, Jeremy, clock's rolling along here. Bruins with the empty set here. We got trips out to the left, lone receiver to the right, and it looks like Walker in the slot. And they're going to toss it, inside toss to Walker. He's out across the 45 there.
David Liddell in on the stop.
Oh. Got a little activity going on here. Hopefully cooler heads will prevail. They do. Official stepping in, separating the players. Bryce Moore near the area of the action there for our Panthers. Bryce Moore, sophomore, getting a lot of playing time in recent weeks. Doing a great job for our Panthers. All right, so here's Pulaski Academy. It's Orgel with the back beside him to his right. Rolling out to the right. Throwing and complete. Pushed out of bounds just short of the 30-yard line. They're going to spot it at about the 29 here. That's going to be enough to move the chains. First down for Pulaski Academy.
Yeah, just a simple out route there. David Liddell closed very quickly on the receiver, but it was too late.
Here's Orgel throwing it to nobody. There's a little mix-up on who that screen was for. Both receivers went out to block, and not sure who I'm going to say was the intended receiver. I was just going to say it's number 9, Bryce Gittins. Either way, it's an incomplete pass. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Bruins. Certainly a little miscommunication on that play by PA.
I'm okay. I hope that happens a little bit more, Mitch.
That's right. We know which team we're pulling for here.
Got number 27, Rashawn Mitchell. He's now the back.
We saw him a little earlier. He checks back in, and the ball actually goes to him. He makes the grab. He's got speed to burn right there, and he is near
in for the touchdown.
Is he in?
Yeah.
A little hard to see from Jeremy and I's angle here in the press box down in that far corner. But the officials signal touchdown.
And the clock continues. They let the clock go an extra 8 seconds.
Yeah.
Got to love a home field advantage there, I guess. That was just a little screenplay out to 27. He's a scat back, and Pulaski Academy's going to go for the 1 this time.
Yeah, they're actually going to kick it. Can you see the kicker's number?
It's number 73.
Okay, I got you. Number 73 is Jervin Doniger. We'll see how the PA announcer pronounces that, but I'm going to say Jervin Doniger. You agree?
Sure. Yeah, they reset the officials had them reset the clock to 1:39.
Okay.
So good call or good catch by the officials as we just watched that clock continue to roll. Panthers are going to have about 99 seconds to see if they can create a 2-for-1 opportunity. We got a penalty. This is going to be a false start against the Bruins. It's going to back them up 5. And we got another flag and another flag.
Okay, so Jeremy, this was a theme through a certain stretch of the season where we saw a lot of penalties in our football games. And
yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I'm hoping that these are unsportsmanlike on Pulaski Academy, but I'm not exactly sure. We definitely don't want to see the Panthers shoot themselves in the foot, especially right here before the end of the first half. They've got a golden opportunity, but any time you tack on 15 yards, 30 yards, multiple personal foul penalties, it really hurts your chances. And then with this Pulaski Academy, they could get the ball back on an onside kick. Got to be really careful there. Let's see what the white hat says.
Okay. We don't have him on our camera, but we'll tell you what he says. All right. It's a long, lengthy description here.
Okay, so there was a encroachment on the defense. That was an accepted penalty. And then there were offsetting personal fouls afterwards, one by Pulaski Academy, one by Cabot. Good job by the officiating crew to sort that out. No yards will be gained or lost on the kickoff. We've got the extra point pending here, and it is blocked.
Yeah. Maybe a good thing they don't kick. I don't know, though. That onside kick was pretty crafty. They caught a break with that earlier, but the extra point is no good. And we are locked, deadlocked at 14 all here with a minute 39 left to play in our second quarter from Joe B. Hatcher Stadium on the campus of Pulaski Academy off Rodney Parham Road in West Little Rock. The Pulaski Academy Bruins 14, our Cabot Panthers 14. Still a lot of football left to play, but I love the fight. I love what I'm seeing. All three phases looking good again tonight for the Panthers. We had a pretty complete game, I would say, against Little Rock Southwest. And even in a loss to Conway, we still showed that we could score points, that our defense could hold, and we made some special teams plays. So again, looking for another night where all three phases come to play and hopefully really set the tone for us. Again, a minute 39 here in our second quarter, first half of football. Beautiful night. We're in the press box. It's a little bit hot in here.
It is very hot in here.
Jeremy and I are sweating, but as I check the temp, my phone says it's 77 degrees tonight in Little Rock.
It's probably a balmy 85 in here, I think. It's very humid in our press box. I'm looking forward to stepping outside. It's all the equipment, putting out some heat in here. Looking forward to stepping outside at halftime to catch some air as Pulaski Academy kicks off. This one's going off the tee, but they still do onside kicks from here as well.
This is the young man that also attempted the extra point a little while ago that was no good. That's Doniger on the kick. Bounces off Arnold's numbers. He picks it back up, and he is up the numbers, so to speak, across the 30. Shy of the 35. And the Panthers going to take over from there. A little over a minute and a half here before we head to the break. I want to remind you at halftime, we're going to show you some videos promoting Cabot Public Schools. And then, of course, Jeremy and I will join you towards the end of the halftime intermission, and we'll go over some first half numbers and notes and recap the action thus far. So here we go. Maddox McCrory, our senior quarterback. Panthers going to start from the right hash here.
And we got a little bit, I think we got a timeout by Pulaski Academy. So a minute 36 to go, and a tie ball game. This is exactly why Cabot elected to defer. They want to score the last points of the first half, and if they've got 96 seconds to do that, and they've got 2 timeouts as well. Of course, you can get the ball stopped on first downs, out of bounds, and quarterback spikes. But you've got an opportunity here. I think the Cabot receivers can get behind the Pulaski Academy secondary, and if Academy gives up way too much yards, you're going to have some opportunities underneath with Cooper Powell and some of the tight ends and H-backs as well. But anyway, you want to score here and get the ball, win that onside kick to start the second half, score again, put Pulaski Academy at arm's length and try to keep them there the rest of the game.
All right, ball on the 31. Here's the Panthers, a little motion, and the handoff goes to Bentley Harrell, who was in motion. He turns the corner. There's a flag on the play.
Yeah, that's going to be a hold here on Aeneas Arnold around the 38-yard line. That's going to be a spot foul.
And there you see it from our replay. I guess we ran that replay, right? We ran that replay. That looked good. All right. First time I've noticed our replay, but I know Mr. Abe Deesmus down there working our replay for us. That looked good. Trying to show us the action that happened from our up-top camera angle.
The spot of the foul right there was the 38-yard line, so they're going to take it back to the 28-yard line, replay the down.
All right, so it's first down and 10, first down and 13, I'm sorry. And I think the scoreboard is wrong. There they fix it, 28-yard line now. First and 13 from the 28. Maddox barking out some signals. Looking to his right, and he overshoots Cooper Powell. Cooper Powell holding his side a little bit. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, number 30, Andrew Manning was there. He's a linebacker, outside linebacker. He was there waiting on that play, and Powell was not going to get anything. In fact, he did take a little bit of a lick there on that play. Pulaski Academy just basically playing a shell defense here, trying to keep everything in front.
All right, a minute, 26 seconds. Here's motion again. That's Harrell with the handoff. Goes to Powell. Harrell in motion, handoff to Powell. Straight up the gut.
We saw that play last week work against Conway. They ran that exact play for Cooper Powell's first touchdown of the game last week, but this time Pulaski Academy read it well, and it was a loss of 1 on the play.
Okay, so here we go. We have Maddox with Powell to his left. Again, motion. Again, that's Harrell in motion. He's been really active tonight. Of course, he caught the first touchdown pass. That was intended for Aiden Tatum.
And it was caught.
Nice catch, Aiden Tatum going down to the turf, getting his hands between the turf and the ball there, securing the pass. And
pickup of 17 on the play. You got 43 seconds to go as the officials wind the clock.
Panthers in hurry-up mode here. Maddox, about a 3-step drop, swings it out to Aiden Tatum again. Easy for me to say. Tatum with the grab near the sideline, but
yeah, the Panthers going to call their second timeout of the half with 32 seconds to go.
I thought he might have stepped out of bounds over there, Jeremy, but I think he stayed in bounds, and that necessitated the timeout call right there.
Yeah, he was tackled in bounds, and once he was down, he tried to scramble out of bounds, but just was unable to do it. So the Panthers take their second timeout of the first half. They've got 1 remaining, 47 yards away from the end zone, 38 seconds to go in this one. And once again, Pulaski Academy just playing 3 safeties over the top, just daring you to try to take them deep. And the Panthers are just having to pretty much play on the perimeter there. So look for the Panthers to try to get it down towards the 30. About the 30 is where you start taking shots to the end zone, but they just want to work that sideline all the way down to the 30. I expect all the offense to go away from us to the far side of the field towards the Panther sideline, and that's also where McCrory would be rolling out to his right, which is his strong side as well.
All right, so Maddox with 2 receivers to his left. And here's some motion. Again, that's Harrell. As I said, he's been in motion a lot tonight, moving across the formation. That pass is overshot. Aeneas Arnold in the area, but over his head. Bounds off the turf and incomplete with 33 seconds left.
I was wrong. McCrory threw that from the opposite hash.
Yeah.
And that's what college and NFL scouts are looking for in their quarterbacks, being able to make that throw accurately and with a lot of zip. So this brings up a 3rd and 4 situation here for the Panthers.
Definitely a tough throw. Maddox just a little too much on that one. That one, not enough.
Looks like it was batted down.
Harrell was wide open, but the ball tipped, bounced off the turf, and incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th and 4. Ball on the 47.
Well, I tell you what, this clock operator for Pulaski Academy, he sure has been a little bit liberal in allowing some of these plays to keep on going. Pulaski Academy is going to take their final timeout of the first half.
All right.
So, I believe.
So with 22 seconds, tied up at 14 here as we head into halftime. Jeremy adjusting his headset. We are in full sweat mode right now, guys.
We are. I'm going to have to probably change clothes at halftime. I'm completely drenched.
It is hot in this press box, but certainly, again, we're glad for the press box and the internet. And, again, hope you guys are enjoying the broadcast. Hopefully it's running smooth. You're enjoying it with our clock and our down and distance, all of the things we're –
Mitch, I tell you what, this has been a heck of a ball game this first half. I think you've got 2 contrasting styles. And 2 teams that are playing extremely hard, but I think they're pretty evenly matched. This is going to come down to which team makes that first tragic mistake, that first turnover, or just something that's going to change momentum, maybe breaking a play on special teams, something of that nature.
Maddox taking the snap. And Pulaski Academy is going to take yet another timeout. That is their final.
They need to reset that clock. It was at 22 seconds, and they dropped the clock down to 20.
So a bit of discrepancy.
Yeah, there you
with
go.
The
white hat did catch that as well. So Pulaski Academy's clock operator, like I'm operating the clock up here on my stat, and he's a lot faster on the trigger than I am.
Yep.
And that's a home field advantage thing, Mitch. That's you're trying to shorten the game whenever the other team has the football, and you got to catch them when they're doing stuff like that.
That's right. Little discrepancy on the play clock right now, or the not play clock, but the game clock. So hopefully we'll get everything set, and it looks like they've got it right now. 22 seconds.
We got 4th and 4 here for the Panthers from the 47-yard line.
All right. We'll see if the Panthers can convert here. And they do.
Aiden Tatum with a nice grab. Maddox looking over the middle for Tatum. Pass is complete. And I believe...
Oh, there's a timeout. I think it's our final. I think we took our final timeout. We did. Cabot taking its final timeout of the half. So both teams out of timeouts here with 17 seconds remaining in our first half of action from Joe B. Hatcher Stadium at Pulaski Academy.
So let's talk a little bit about strategy right here. The Panthers, they got a new set of downs, 38 yards. They've got to get out of bounds, or they've got to get a first down and clock it at this point. I believe first down, they might try to get a field goal just to get the points. That's okay right here at the end of the first half, because you know you're going to be receiving the second half kick. Now it's probably going to be an onside kick, and you've got to execute on your hands team there. But really important that the Panthers get points right here at the end of the first half. 17 seconds and a golden opportunity to do so.
Okay. All right. So we'll see what Coach Reed dials up right here after the timeout. Again, 17 seconds. That's Cannon Moore in motion, left to right across the formation. Maddox looking out to his left. Pass is caught. Aeneas Arnold gets out of bounds.
McCrory took a shot too.
He's up and walking, though.
Yeah, number 28, Brylan Ussery, came off his edge. He was blitzing, but he stood in there, got the ball to Aeneas Arnold. It was complete and out of bounds. Up at the 27-yard line. 11-yard gain, 10 seconds to go on the clock.
All right, here's Maddox along the hashes, left hashes, throwing out.
A little bit of a miscommunication there. He thought Aeneas was going to break outside. Arnold broke in, and now we've got Dean Heyer coming out here with 5 seconds to go. From the 27, that is a 44-yard field goal attempt.
Wow. Okay, so we're going to test his accuracy here. Lucas Blaylock on to hold.
Actually, a 45-yard attempt. It's going to be attempted from the 35-yard line.
Okay. If you heard that, PA fans voicing their opinions from the sideline. Our crowd mic is over here. We're in the press box at Pulaski Academy, so we're going to hear some of their fans. All right, so here's Dean Heyer. Blaylock with the hold. The hold is down. The kick is up.
And it's just wide right. It was no good as time expires. He had plenty of leg.
Just pulled it a little bit.
He just pulled it just a hair.
All right, so with that, our first half is in the books. We are tied at 14 all here. Pulaski Academy 14, your Cabot Panthers 14 from Joe B. Hatcher Stadium. We're going to be back here in a few minutes and go over some notes and numbers from the first half. But for now, we're going to share with you guys some videos promoting Cabot Public Schools from Mr. Morgan Linton and Mr. Les Massey, who do a fantastic job. So we hope you enjoy these videos, and again, we'll rejoin you shortly to recap the first half. See you in a few.
We've got grit, In the classroom.
And on the field.
We're making waves in here.
And out there.
We're thinkers.
Dreamers.
Innovators.
And doers.
And we're funny too.
We build robots.
Light up the stage. And lead in our community.
Cabot Public Schools.
More than a school.
More opportunities.
More for every student.
I got power in my hands and it's yours for the taking. Give me a roll, I'll break it. You can't just sneeze or shaking. I've been here before, I know the mistakes you'll be making. Forget the past, it's over. Forget being the joker. Let them know that you're home and you're in control. Yours for the taking. This goal was yours for the taking. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. This goal was yours for the taking. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. This goal was yours for the taking.
Good evening. My name is Michael Fasanelli, principal at Cabot High School. What an exciting time it is to be a part of the CHS community. At Cabot High School, you'll meet exceptional teachers and staff. Our English, math, science, social studies, and foreign language departments are unmatched in student success. Our AP and honors classes offer accelerated learning, and we strive to meet the diverse needs of all of our students. Our band, athletic programs, spirit teams, and fine arts are the best of the best. Our career and technical education, or our CTE courses, offer practical skills and career pathways for our students. Many of these students leave Cabot High School with certifications and endorsements that make them job ready upon graduation. We also offer a variety of clubs and organizations to match all students' interests. Now let's delve a little bit deeper into some of the offerings we do provide. As I mentioned earlier, our career technical or CTE classes are a vital part of Cabot High School, offering students pathways in various fields. The medical pathway includes nursing, EMT, athletic training, and sports medicine courses. Business and personal finance provide a glimpse into the business world, while law enforcement and firefighting classes introduce our students to public service careers. Our broadcasting classes offer students a chance to both work in front of and in behind the camera. These students record and edit events throughout our district. Our family and consumer science courses are also a big draw, covering topics from food and nutrition to childcare to teaching foundations. CTE offers classes in construction, auto tech, and agricultural. These hands-on classes offer our students opportunities and experiences that would be impossible to meet while sitting in a classroom. These instructors offer opportunities for students to experience real-life situations that only make them more marketable for life after CHS. One of our most popular and fastest growing CTE programs is engineering and robotics, where students build and compete with robots at the state and national levels. These unique courses provide valuable hands-on experience, helping students jumpstart their careers while still in high school. Extracurricular activities and athletics also play a crucial role in student development at Cabot High School. They promote teamwork, leadership, and hard work. With 15 sports offered, our student athletes have the opportunity to excel on and off the field. Our award-winning band, which is the largest high school marching band in the state with over 260 members, competes at both state and national levels. CHS also hosts over 50 clubs and organizations. Early in the fall semester, we will hold a club rush during both lunches. This allows students to explore and join clubs that interest them. Our Fine Arts program is one of the most comprehensive programs in the state. Cabot Theater presents 2 award-winning performances each year, offering opportunities in acting, stage handwork, and set construction through stagecraft and technical theater classes. For music enthusiasts, our choir not only performs at school events but also competes at the regional and state levels, often earning top honors. Our forensics and debate teams participate in regional competitions, consistently earning multiple awards. Our top-notch art department nurtures creativity and talent, allowing students to explore different mediums and techniques. We are proud to be home to the Cabot Panthers. You belong here at Cabot High School. And remember, graduation happens here. Let's continue to make this year a great one together. And as always, go Panthers!
Hi, I'm Carrie Lair. I am proud to be the principal at Cabot Panther Academy and excited to share the wonderful opportunities awaiting you at CPA. Formerly known as ACE, Cabot Panther Academy is our district's award-winning conversion charter school. CPA is renowned for fostering relationships while providing a quality education tailored to the individual needs of our students. At CPA, we strive for excellence in all that we do. Our program was identified as a school on the move toward excellence in 2021 by the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. We have also been awarded the highest achieving alternative education program distinction for the last 8 years in a row as a result of student test scores. CPA is designed for students in grades 7 through 12. Our program's unique setup provides academic alternatives for students within our district and our community. Students have the ability to take their essential core classes as well as electives at CPA. Students also have the opportunity to take elective courses at the regular campus if they choose. CPA students are provided personalized attention in a small, safe, and supportive environment. Flexibility is an important aspect of our program, so students and their families work with the CPA team to select a schedule that best fits their individual needs. If students choose to take elective courses at another campus, there is a midday shuttle available. Students may select an all-day schedule of Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday from 8 o'clock a.m. until 2:45 p.m. Lunch is provided from 11:05 until 11:35 for all students who attend full-day schedules. Half-day options are as follows: Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. until 11 a.m. or 11:45 a.m. until 2:45 p.m. A fully digital option is also available for our students in grades 10 through 12. Students are required to attend for 12 hours per week with the flexibility to balance academics and personal interest. Whether on campus or online, our academy is committed to fostering a strong sense of community and investment in every student's success. Applications for our program are available online at cabotschools.org, or you may pick up an application in person at Cabot Panther Academy.
Hello, my name is Dr. Nicole Gatewood. Cabot High School is hosting a Next Step event in the cafeteria. Over 100 college, technical school, and military recruiters are in attendance. This is a great time for students to explore options and opportunities as well as network with recruiters from local, state, and out-of-state schools. Students are asking great questions, making connections, and learning more about their futures after graduation. We are so proud of our Panthers for taking next steps towards their goals after graduation. Go Panthers!
It's Friday! Welcome to homecoming!
We've got grit.
In the classroom.
And on the field.
We're making waves in here.
And out there.
We're thinkers, dreamers, innovators,
And doers.
And we're funny too.
We build robots.
Light up the stage. And lead in our community.
Cabot Public Schools.
More than a school.
More opportunities.
More for every student.
I got power in my hands and it's yours for the taking. Give me a roll, I'll break it. You can't just sneeze or shaking. I've been here before, I know the mistakes you'll be making. Forget the past, it's over. Forget being the joker. Let them know that you're home and you're in control. This power is yours for the taking. This power is yours for the taking. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. This power is yours for the taking. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. This power is yours for the taking.
Good evening. My name is Michael Fasanelli, principal at Cabot High School. What an exciting time it is to be a part of the CHS community. At Cabot High School, you'll meet exceptional teachers and staff. Our English, math, science, social studies, and foreign language departments are unmatched in student success. Our AP and honors classes offer accelerated learning, and we strive to meet the diverse needs of all of our students. Our band, athletic programs, spirit teams, and fine arts are the best of the best. Our career and technical education, or our CTE courses, offer practical skills and career pathways for our students. Many of these students leave Cabot High School with certifications and endorsements that make them job ready upon graduation. We also offer a variety of clubs and organizations to match all students' interests. Now let's delve a little bit deeper into some of the offerings we do provide. As I mentioned earlier, our career technical or CTE classes are a vital part of Cabot High School, offering students pathways in various fields. The medical pathway includes nursing, EMT, athletic training, and sports medicine courses. Business and personal finance provide a glimpse into the business world, while law enforcement and firefighting classes introduce our students to public service careers. Our broadcasting classes offer students a chance to both work in front of and behind the camera. These students record and edit events throughout our district. Our family and consumer science courses are also a big draw, covering topics from food and nutrition to childcare to teaching foundations. CTE offers classes in construction, auto tech, and agricultural. These hands-on classes offer our students opportunities and experiences that would be impossible to meet while sitting in the classroom. These instructors offer opportunities for students to experience real-life situations that only make them more marketable for life after CHS. One of our most popular and fastest growing CTE programs is engineering and robotics, where students build and compete with robots at the state and national levels. These unique courses provide valuable hands-on experience, helping students jumpstart their careers while still in high school. Extracurricular activities and athletics also play a crucial role in student development at Cabot High School. They promote teamwork, leadership, and hard work. With 15 sports offered, our student athletes have the opportunity to excel on and off the field. Our award-winning band, which is the largest high school marching band in the state with over 260 members, competes at both state and national levels. CHS also hosts over 50 clubs and organizations. Early in the fall semester, we will hold a club rush during both lunches. This allows students to explore and join clubs that interest them. Our Fine Arts program is one of the most comprehensive programs in the state. Cabot Theater presents 2 award-winning performances each year, offering opportunities in acting, stage handwork, and set construction through stagecraft and technical theater classes. For music enthusiasts, our choir not only performs at school events but also competes at the regional and state levels, often earning top honors. Our forensics and debate teams participate in regional competitions, consistently earning multiple awards. Our top-notch art department nurtures creativity and talent, allowing students to explore different mediums and techniques. We are proud to be home to the Cabot Panthers. You belong here at Cabot High School. And remember, graduation happens here. Let's continue to make this year a great one together. And as always, go Panthers!
At Cabot Public Schools, the health and safety of our student athletes is something we will never compromise. We've demonstrated this commitment for years by employing 5 licensed athletic trainers and partnering with the allied healthcare professionals across our community. Now, we've taken that commitment to a whole new level with the opening of our newly updated athletic training facility. Thanks to Project Panthers, our space has grown from 360 square feet to more than over 3,000 square feet. This new state-of-the-art clinic features advanced technologies such as cold laser, infrared therapy to help speed up recovery, hot and cold tubs to manage soreness and prevent injuries, cold compression modalities, musculoskeletal ultrasound for acute injury diagnosis, and we're the first high school to have a zero-gravity treadmill by Boost. This treadmill allows athletes to safely return to activity while reducing stress on their low back and their lower extremities. By investing in this new equipment and in the professionals to use it, we're not only enhancing the athletic performance, but also prioritizing the long-term health care and well-being of our student athletes. They now have access to the same level of care found at collegiate and professional levels, ensuring that they can train, compete, and recover at their very best right here at Cabot. And for our families, this means peace of mind, knowing that their children receive top quality care at no extra cost. That's a saving for parents and a huge advantage for our students. This commitment allows Cabot Public Schools to continue to be the leader in athletic health care at the secondary school level. As always, go Panthers.